Good evening. You can see it's 8 p.m. and it's time to make preparation for the bread we will bake tomorrow. I have to disclose a very important information. It's not, the base is not my recipe. I found the genius baker on internet, and I will have his link at the end of my presentation, and you can play with his recipe. It's amazing, just amazing guy. For the bread I'm making today, I'm making dark rye bread. In Russian it would be borodinsky. And what we need is 14 ounces of water. I heat it up in microwave for 1 minute. We will add 1 tablespoon of oil, malt and molasses, and it's a little bit on a sticky side. If you add some oil to the cup, it will go out easily, but I forgot. And we mix it until the water is getting like very dark, and we add our spice mix: coriander, caraway seed, sugar, salt, and yeast. Goes in like this. And the amazing part, oh, this is my zombie cat. She is 17 and she can't stay out of camera. And see, that's dark. When you add 2.5 cup of bread flour and 1 cup of dark rye flour, the consistency supposed to resemble the clay, and the color is the clay color. Just don't worry, the significance of this recipe is you don't have to knead it. It's just this. You got your clay done like this. It's like 30 seconds maybe, and it already smells like coriander. It's very pleasant and it smells much better than it looks. When it bakes, it gets much darker. That's it, we done. And I got a special bread hats. I got it on Amazon. It's not shower caps, don't laugh. This is just goes like this, and it stays here until the morning for 12 hours. See, I have preparation for 2 loaves because 1 is never enough. And tomorrow we will bake 2 loaves of bread, and we will sprinkle them on top with coriander like this. I don't eat bread much, but for me, when house smells like fresh bread, it means everything in this world is right. I would say bon appetit, but it's not time yet. Then good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Today we will finish our rye bread, and for that I made 2 loaves, and for that I use 2 silicone molds, Spay, and this how it looks when it's done. You don't need to do anything with it. That's the beauty of the recipe. You just pour it. Today 1 loaf will have coriander on top and 1 won't, because I'm making it for a friend and she doesn't like coriander that much. It has to stay 1 hour to rise again, and then it will be in the oven for 40 minutes and 400 degrees, and that will be it. Coriander, I got regular one. This one will have it like this. Basically, that's for the show. Half of that will fall down when it's done. I cover it again, the same things. I use them very often. And I will let it stay for 1 hour and then we will bake. Hello. After 1 hour of rising and 40 minutes in the oven on 400 degrees, we have this. And now I'm gonna transfer it to the rack and cover it with a clean towel and let it rest until it's cool down enough to put it in the brown bag and present it to my friends. I wouldn't cut it until it's cooled down because it might crumble. And because it's hot, be careful, it's very hot. I try to do it very, very carefully. Sound is good. I read once that the sound's supposed to be hollow. Sometimes it cracks on the side, but the crack is not deep enough to affect our cutting the bread later. Surprisingly not that hot as I would suspect it. The only downside is when we turn it over, some of the seeds will go down. That's why I use the cloth underneath. Same good sound. And then I cover it like this and let it rest. Bon appetit.